by adding is you want to isolate x. Your goal is to isolate x, or in other words, get x by itself. Get x alone. Okay, so we're gonna add 4 to both sides of the equation. Have you seen this before?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, now the reason we add is because you're subtracting 4.
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
opposite.
yes, you're undoing it like this. Okay.
This one, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this is very important now. I'm going to give you the exact same problem, but I'm going to write it slightly differently. -4 plus x equals 6. Do you agree? And you can disagree, but do you agree that this is the exact same problem as x
Yeah.
minus 4 equals 6? The reason is x is still positive. Okay. 4 is now negative. It's not being subtracted. Okay. Because you solve it the same way. You solve by adding 4 to both sides of the equation. Okay. Now look at this. What if we flip it around a little bit? What if we go 6 equals x minus 4? Is this the same?
No. No, yes, it is.
It is. It is the same because you're still solving by adding 4 to both sides of the equation. So 10 equals x, no big deal. And my final example here, what if it's 6 equals minus 4 plus x? Is this still yet the same?
Yeah.
It is, because you're going to solve by adding 4 to both sides of the equation. So what does x equal again?
10.
10. Okay, that's very important here. Very, very important. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming here. So let me just throw a couple of problems at you real quick. And you can either solve this with mental math or write it down. Could you try solving this for S? Do you have an answer for me?
Would it be 4 minus 9?
So you're adding 9 to both sides of the equation. Okay.
Yeah.
Now maybe you tried to add 5, but you want to isolate the variable.
Yeah. So would it be
-5 plus 9? What is that?
-5 plus 9?
Yes. So you have 9 things and you take away 5 of them.
You get 4.
4.
No, not 4. Sorry.
It's 4. It's 4. No, it's 4 because you had 9, but 5 of them are taken away. So 4 equals S, or S equals 4.
Okay.
All right, let's look at another problem here. So before you start to solve this, I want you to tell me, I want you to tell me what you're going to do to solve for X.
Add or subtract 11.
Okay, 11's already being subtracted. It's already negative. So you have to undo it with addition.
Addition, okay.
So addition undoes subtraction. Subtraction undoes addition.
Okay.
So what is your final answer? What is X equal?
22.
13 plus 11. Try that one more time.
Oh, 13 plus 11 is 23. It's 20. It's 24.
24. Good. Okay, let me have you try another one here. Okay. How do you solve this problem?
Add 15.
Add 15 to both sides. So go ahead and do that and give me your final answer.
23.
X is 23. Yeah, you're adding 15 to both sides, so X is 23. So like I said, there's something about this, August, where when it's not in the standard form, like when I give you a problem like this one, which it is no different than the previous ones, you're gonna add a number to both sides of the equation. What number should you add to both sides?
11 or addition 11.
Yes, you're gonna add 11. Now on the left, this is where maybe it's uncomfortable. I'm literally asking you this: minus 20 plus 11. Can you tell me whether it's positive or negative?
It would be negative.
So you seem uncertain. Here's how you decide. You look and see which one is further from 0. Okay. And if you remember, 0 is right in the center. Positive numbers go to the right. And negative numbers go to the left.
Negative.
And you say, well, which one is further from 0? Well, obviously 20 is further from 0 than 11. So the answer is negative. And then you take the larger number and subtract the smaller without the sign. Okay, so you're really doing 20 minus 11 now. Maybe it was taught to you another way, but that's an important part of this, is being able to manipulate these positive and negative numbers. So what does y equal in this case?
9. Negative 9.
Negative 9, yeah. Negative 9. Okay. You can see a little uncertainty there. Let's keep working out a couple of these. All right, how about if I give you one like this? Negative 11 equals negative 4 plus w, and I want you to solve for w. What are you going to add to both sides of the equation?
11.
Are you sure?
No, 4, sorry.
And that's got to be very clear. It's 4 because you want to get w alone. Whatever the variables, whichever side the variable is on, that's what you're going to manipulate. So now again, we've got this negative 11 plus 4 situation. Which is further from 0?
Further from 0 is 11.
The negative 11. And that means the answer is negative. Okay, and then you take the smaller one, the larger one, without the sign, larger minus the smaller, but without the sign. So 11 minus 4. So what does w equal?
7.
Nope, not 7.
Oh, not 7, sorry. W. Oh, then that's 4. Oh, okay.
What is the number that goes here to the left of the equal sign? It's not 7.
Oh.
What is this thing right out in front?
Subtraction. Negative 7.
Negative 7, yeah. All right. So you're doing some Lego stuff, right?
Yeah.
So imagine you were building a Lego craft, okay? And you wanted it to land on the surface of a planet. It's a reasonable thing to do, right?
Okay.
And let's say you developed a force equation and you found that the force was 5, okay? But someone else entered it this way. They said it's minus 5. Which direction do you think the Lego craft is going to go if the force is going in the wrong direction?
Negative 5.
It's going to go the other way. Is that
sorry,
bad?
5.
Well, it's going to go with the opposite of the way that you think. So this minus sign is critical, very critical. Okay, and you can always think of it in terms of like money. Would you rather owe someone $5 or would you rather receive $5? Which is better? Receive, right? So you can think of receive as being positive and owe as negative. And the point is that it really does matter. So that's why the signs are so critical when we're doing this. Okay, let's try another one here. Let me snip this one in. Excuse me. All right. Okay, so again, very important is we're solving for you. Solve for you. You want to isolate your focus on the right side of the equation, or whichever side has the variable.
So then you're going to add 11?
You're going to add 11, yeah. Add 11 to both sides. Okay. So again, same situation, minus 16 plus 11 You have to decide which one is further from zero. Is it the positive number or the
Negative.
or the negative? So that tells you your answer is negative. It tells you your answer is negative. And then what you do is you look at the numbers without the signs and you say, well, which one's bigger? Okay, the 16 is bigger, and then subtract the smaller without the signs. Okay, so what does u equal?
5
Nope.
or -5. Sorry.
Yes, yes, -5. Okay, let me make a couple more here for you to try. Let's go -13 plus x equals -7. I want you to solve for x.
Okay. Student add 13. So
What number are you adding to both sides of the equation?
13.
Okay, very good. So -7 plus 13. The 13 is further from zero, so you know your answer is positive. Okay, and then you take the
Yeah.
larger number and subtract the smaller without the signs.
Okay, 13 minus 7.
So the point though is that whatever's inside the parentheses, this part is always positive. Like whatever you do inside the
Okay.
parentheses,
So +6.
yes. But then you decide out in front whether the whole thing is positive or negative. And if you do this enough, it'll just become totally intuitive for you.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try another one here because I really want you to get this down. Let's say it's -12 equals -8 plus w. I want you to solve for
Mhm.
w.
Okay, so add 8. Would it be -4?
W equals -4. Good. Excellent. Okay, so we're now going to move to what I call type 2. We're going to solve all these problems. We're going to solve by subtraction. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's look at a very simple example here, and we'll see how many we can get through. We'll probably go through these a little faster than the first type, but it's really important that you get them each down so you're here. So when you look at this equation, x plus 8 equals 11. This is an equation, there's an equal sign. How do you undo addition? Addition you undo with subtraction. Just like you said,
we need to,
you're going to subtract 8 from both sides of the equation. So x equals
and that'll be 3.
3. Okay. So you're like, oh, that's easy. I got that down. Okay. Let's give you one more here. Then we'll make them a little bit more difficult. You solve this one on your own, please.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna subtract 4. 12?
You seem uncertain.
No, 12.
You got it? Yeah, it is 12. Okay. Having confidence in your answer is really important. All right. Okay, so here's another question. Okay. Now, what are we going to subtract here to solve? Are we going to subtract 2 or are we going to subtract 15?
I'm gonna subtract 15
Why? Why do you subtract 15?
because the 2 is the answer. Basically.
The variable, it's whatever side the variable's on. That's the way to answer it. Okay. Because you'll see we'll change these problems up at some point where what you just said wouldn't always apply. So now it's 2 minus 15. Okay. And it's the same thing we talked about. Which is further from 0, 2 or -15?
-15. Or yeah.
Yes. So I like to go plus minus. Have you seen that before?
No.
So you can change a subtraction into a plus, a negative. And sometimes that helps. Okay, but again, the goal is to figure out which one's further from 0. Then you take the larger number and subtract the smaller number without the signs. And again, this part inside is always positive. Always positive.
Yeah. So then that would be 13.
Right? But what about this thing in front?
Negative 13.
Negative 13, yeah. And so that's like super critical, super critical that gets clear. Okay, let's look at another one here. We'll look at these together, then I'll give you a few to do on your own. Okay. Okay, so question to you, are we going to subtract 2 from both sides or something else?
Subtract 2.
Why? Why do we subtract 2?
Because it's on the size. It's on the side that the variable is.
Exactly. So I can't do this virtually, but if we were in person, I would cover up the right-hand side. I would say, don't even look at this, just look at this side. So you're going to subtract 2, subtract 2. So now over here off to the right, we're going to write what is written on the right side here, minus 13 minus 2. And do you see that they are both negative?
Yeah.
So when they are both negative or both positive, you keep the sign. You keep the sign, which is negative in this case,
Yeah.
and then you add the numbers.
Okay. Do negative 15.
Negative 15, good. So let's do another one like that so that you can see. Yep, there's a lot of rules. The more you do this though, the more you're like, oh, I got it. I got it. Okay, so we're going to subtract 15 from both sides of the equation.
Yeah.
So it's minus 9 minus 15. So when they both have the same sign, both negative in this case, okay, what you do is you say, okay, my answer is negative, your answer is negative, and then you add the numbers without the signs. This part in parentheses is always without the signs. And it's also always positive inside parentheses.
Okay.
So what does J equal in this problem?
24.
Nope.
Or negative 24, sorry.
Yes. Yes. Okay, here's one for you to try on your own. You can, of course, ask me questions if you need to. I'm going to leave the other problem up in case you want to look back at it, but go ahead and try number 25, please.
Subtract. Negative 6.
Okay, so did you subtract? What did you subtract from both sides of the equation?
4.
Okay, so subtract 4, subtract 4. Okay, so that's minus 10 minus 4.
Yeah.
Are they both negative?
Yes.
So the answer is definitely negative, but then you add the numbers. You add the numbers,
All right.
not subtract them.
So negative 14.
Yes. So let's go back and look at when you subtract the numbers. Let's go back to a couple of those problems. Okay. So here is, sorry, let's see here. Okay. So when they're opposite in signs, see how one is negative and one is positive?
Yeah.
That's when you subtract. See how they're opposite in signs? That's when
Yeah.
you subtract. When they are the same sign, you add them.
Okay.
All right, so let's try another one here. It's a good one. Try. All right, go ahead and try this one on your own, please.
Never subtract 1. Would it be negative 11?
P equals negative 11. Perfect. All right, let's do one more here. Just a couple more here. Here's 2 more problems for you to look at. Sorry, let me just scale this a little bit different. There we go. Okay, go ahead and try both of these and let me know what you come up with.
-31 and
For the first one,
yeah,
what did you subtract from both sides of the equation?
12.
Minus 12 and minus 12. Okay. 19 minus 12. Are they same sign or opposite in sign?
Opposite.
Opposite. So you figure out whether it's positive or negative by which one is further from zero.
Oh
So
yeah, it's 12. -12.
19 is actually further from zero.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So that tells you it's positive. Then you take the larger number and subtract the smaller.
Okay.
So it's positive 7.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Go ahead and try the next one. It is slightly different, but
Would it be -29?
39.
39, sorry.
Yeah.
29.
Okay, so just to close out, just to kind of summarize, this is what we were talking about today. 4 minus 3 is the same as 4 plus -3. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll talk about this more next time, but your classroom homeworks haven't really been emphasizing subtraction. So just think of this as a preview for what is to come
Okay.
in the coming weeks. So hope you enjoy your fall break, your camping trip. I'm glad we got to spend a little time to work together, and I'll see you next week, August.
Yeah, see ya.
Thanks. Bye now.
Bye.